Serious storm. It's not uncommon to see the world come to a standstill. Often traffic lights will go out, homes are ruined, businesses close. But you may have noticed the Waffle House restaurant always seems to keep its lights on no matter what the weather. That has caught the attention of federal officials. CBS 12's Lexi Nall spoke with a former FEMA administrator about the simple trick that may help first responders to assess storm damage.
When a storm hits, Craig Fugate is watching.
Well, I started out here in Gainesville in Alachua County as paramedic and fire rescue. Went to the state of Florida, served as state director under Governor Bush when we got hit by 4 hurricanes in 2004. And then I went to work in the Obama administration in 2009 as the administrator of FEMA.
Fugate was in Florida assessing the damage left behind by Hurricane Charlie back in 2004 when he first noticed the trend.
What we had seen was the Waffle House was getting open before anything else did.
The simple fact that Waffle House was open when no one else was gave Fugate vital information about storm damage that he would use for years to come.
A lot of places in Florida, you're driving down the interstate, there's a Waffle House. And so if the Waffle House was open, keep going. It's not that bad yet. If they're open but have a limited menu, you probably got a lot of dealing with immediate recovery issues, but probably not the areas where we have to do search and rescue operations. But if you get there where the Waffle House is closed, then it's pretty bad. That's usually a good indicator. Start working there as we work our ways into the area of impact.
And thus, the Waffle House Index to evaluate storm damage was born.
It's not going to tell me everything about a community, but it's going to tell me enough to make some quick decisions as, is this an area that has been devastated that I need to put a lot of resources into immediately?
So just how could a restaurant chain be making decisions that catch the eye of FEMA officials? It turns out Waffle House is in the business of tracking storms just like Fugate.
We have a gentleman named Matt Stark. We call him Weather Matt. And he does a weather forecast for us every Monday, all 52 weeks of the year.
But Weather Matt does more than just observe the skies. He uses a special software to track storms like a pro. And if a storm is on the horizon, the Waffle House team sends out resources to local stores so they can open right back up in the morning.
Our goal is to be open for the community all the time.
In fact, being open is so central to the Waffle House company creed that first responders have come to rely on the restaurant when the going gets tough.
Most of the National Guards across the Southeast, most of the law enforcement agencies, they kind of get impatient when the Waffle House hasn't opened up.
Typically, one of the things we hear when we show up is, well, it's about time y'all got here. Of course, we're the first people there, but they're waiting on us.
This hurricane season is supposed to be active in South Florida, but when the storm runs out of rain, you can bet the grill will be on at Waffle House.
And I've seen this time and time again where this first restaurant, the first place people can go after a disaster, and they may have lost everything. And the very thing of coming into a restaurant and just sitting down, even if it's got a limited menu, and getting a cup of coffee or getting a drink and just sitting there is usually the first sign of normalcy.
For CBS 12 News, I'm Lexi Nall reporting.